gonna be too quick for him. My distance is something that he has never seen before, and I think that's the way it's gonna play out.
Thanks, Yair. I appreciate the time on Fight Week, which is your biggest fight week of your career. But before we get into the featherweight title fight against Alexander Volkanovski, I want to go back to when you made your mixed martial arts debut. I believe it was nearly 12 years ago, or it'll be 12 years ago in October. When you began your career, obviously back in your native Mexico, did you ever think that you would find yourself headlining one of the biggest cards of the year against the pound for pound king and competing for one of the biggest prizes of all of sport?
Honestly, I never thought about it. I just work on it, and all the success, if you want to call it that way, it came to me by itself, by only focusing on myself and doing what I had to do, go and train every day, learn from people that was near me, trusting people that I never met before, just only trusting them and the good intention they had to me, and people that put trust in me, and everything else came by itself. I just take advantage of every situation that it came to my life, and I'm just happy, happy to be part of this Mexican this part of this growth in MMA in Mexico, but also in the world as well.
And would you say that the confidence and the belief that you could become a world champion came when you won the Ultimate Fighter?
No, I think the belief, or like probably the thinking of it, is always been there. Like, oh, it would be amazing to one day become the world champion or whatever. But the belief started like coming after that, when I start fighting and I started like seeing that I could win against some people that I only see fight on TV before and stuff like that. And I start building up my confidence, and building my abilities, building a team around of me, and just not only trusting in me but in the people around me is a really important part of MMA.
And for this training camp, were you training at the Azetc temple that you've been training at in recent years?
Yes, I've been training at high elevation. For this fight, I train at high elevation for like 3 weeks, around 21 days. And then right after I went to sea level to finish up my camp, I was like 4 weeks in Cabo, Baja California. And then I came to Las Vegas to finish up my training camp here. And now we're here at the Performance Institute, getting my weight down, getting ready for Saturday.
And you mentioned the cardio benefits of training at altitude, but is training at the Azetc temple, do you draw some spiritual strength from that, from your Mexican people of thousands of years beforehand? Do you draw spiritual strength from that?
Yeah, I feel it's just not only that, right? It's just that, of course, is that, and you have like the spirit of the warriors that used to live in that area, but also you have the peace of being only like in the forest with no phone service at a high elevation place where even walking is difficult. Even like getting to sleep the first couple of days, 2-3 days in there is hard. Where you have only the basic stuff, and getting away from everything. It's just something that I really love because it gets me so focused on what I have to do, and that's why I love going up there.
And this weekend, you could become the third undisputed Mexican-born UFC featherweight, third Mexican-born UFC champion. But you could also dethrone the man who many believe is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. Is that giving you any extra motivation into this fight, or is just becoming undisputed featherweight champion enough?
No, thank you. It's not that. I'm not really focusing on that, to be honest. I think there is a lot of things involved in this fight that I think that are more like important, like, of course, that's just part of what it is, getting the win. It will mean being the undisputed champion, but it's not only that. It's just it's dreams accomplished, something that just few people in the world can say, like, okay, I was able to accomplish this because I set my mind to it, and I could done it. I could do it, and I could make my family proud. I could make my country proud. I could, do these things that I say a long time ago that I was going to do, and I was able to do it. Not only say it, and it's probably that is the biggest achievement. Don't not getting the belt. Don't get me wrong. It's a big achievement, and all that of being like the goat or whatever is great, but it's not the main thing for me.
And what would it mean for you and the town of Parral, which is a very small town? What would it mean to the town there if you became undisputed UFC featherweight champion?
Yeah, I think it will mean a lot, but I just think, as I already say, like it will be huge for everybody, not only in my hometown, but in Mexico, especially for my hometown, having a world champion will be huge. It's something that it will put my city in the map, 100%. But as I'm telling you, this is like more than that, more than that. It's more of a personal goal to do this.
Mm-hmm. And stylistically, how do you assess the fight with Alex?
Yeah, I think Alex is strong. I think he's quick, explosive, and he has durability during the fights. His IQ is great. I just think that you know sometimes we do mistakes by thinking that because we have done something incredible, nobody else could do it. And that's one of the mistakes I think he's doing with me. I think he knows I'm good, but I just think he says that because he's being nice. I don't really think he truly believes that what he's saying is 100% truth. What he will come to this fight. To face me. I saw one of his interviews and he says he's the best at breaking everyone's styles and stuff like that. Well, I don't really think he has ever faced somebody like me. I'm able to change styles for each opponent I have. I never have the same style. If you see, watch my fights, like I'm able to change not only from left to right, but also change rhythms, change styles of fighting. And I just think it's gonna be really complicated for him to get to beat me.
Okay, for this portion of the interview, I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions because I know you're going to be answering the same questions throughout the week, and I know it gets very boring. So, if you can remember, when was your first ever fight that you had? And it can be professional or a street fight or a fight with a sibling.
Then my first ever fight that I can remember of, maybe fucking probably I don't know if I don't know if kindergarten or elementary school. One of the times I was defending my brother from a huge guy. We were like smaller when growing up. Like defending my brother, we both got fucked up by him because he was like almost double our size. But I had many fights, but probably that one.
Okay. Second question from this list. If you could choose any fighter from any discipline, whether it be boxing, martial arts, Muay Thai, kickboxing, from any generation of all the fighters who have lived, who would it be?
Who it will be?
Yeah, who would be your dream fight for any fighter from any discipline and any generation?
Probably fighting against Muhammad Ali.
Okay, that's great. And what is Yair Rodriguez's guilty pleasure? What's the thing that you love to do the most?
Thing that I love to do, man, I think like riding dirt bikes. I love like riding dirt bikes. Like every kind of adrenaline that I can get into my system, I love it.
And what's your favorite cheat meal during training camp?
Shit meal during training camp. Um, I have I have different cheat meals, but probably one of the best that I like will be probably pizza. Probably pizza.
Okay, fair enough. And if you can recall a time in your career, when was the time that you felt the most vulnerable, when you felt particularly most at risk?
More risk when I got injured several times. I broke my ankle. I broke my rib. I was fired from the UFC. Like probably at that point of my career. In my career, if you're talking about my career, that's when I felt more like you what you said. I just forgot the word.
Okay, and I appreciate the time. This is my final question in the interview. Stylistically, how do you foresee this fight with Alex playing out?
Stylistically, I think he's gonna try and go and hold me to the cage, take me down, hold me down, and myself not letting him get to me. I think I'm gonna be too quick for him. My distance is something that he has never seen before, and I think that's the way it's gonna play out.
Yair, thank you very much for the time today. I know you're at the PEI training and trying to get weight down. Hopefully the weight cut goes well, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Take care.
Everything's running perfect. Thank you.